Hey, good morning. Today we are going to learn self-purification of natural waters. First, meaning. When sewage is discharged into natural waters, its organic matters get oxidized by the dissolved oxygen content in water. That is, converts such matter into simple inoffensive substances. So, the deficiency of dissolved oxygen thus created in natural waters is filled up by the absorption of atmospheric oxygen. Thus, the oxygen of water is consumed by the sewage and at the same time it is replenished by the atmosphere. This phenomena, which occurs in all natural waters, is known as the self-purification of natural waters. It is the scene that natural waters polluted by sewage are purified in natural course by the phenomena of self-purification. The rate of self-purification will depend on various factors such as rate of reaeration, type of organic matter present in sewage, temperature, velocity of flow, presence of available oxygen in receiving waters, and sedimentation, etc. The rate of self-purification will depend. The self-purification process of streams polluted by sewage can be grouped in the following 4 zones or divisions. Self-purification of natural waters. First zone, that is degradation zone. This zone is situated just near the point of entering sewage into the stream. The water is turbid with dark color. The decomposition of solid matters takes place in this zone, and the anaerobic decomposition prevails. Organic solids are deposited along the course of the stream called sludge banks. Again, organic solids are deposited along the course of stream called sludge banks. Green algae slowly disappear and blue algae are found in their place. Ratio of deoxygenation dominates and anaerobic condition prevails. Dissolved oxygen level falls from 100% saturated level to 40%. Game fish disappear in this zone. Second, active decomposition zone. This zone is just after the degradation zone. the water is grayish and darker than previous zone. The objectionable odors of hydrogen sulfide and other sulfur compounds prevail, and scum may also be seen on the surface in this zone. Dissolved oxygen level falls to zero and anaerobic is at the peak. Odorous gases like CH4, H2S, NH3 are released. Algae disappear and fungi and scavenging fish appear. But in the latter half of this zone, the rate of reaeration dominates the rate of deoxygenation. Dissolved oxygen level rises from 0 to 40% of saturated value again. Water color becomes lighter. Turbidity diminishes and odorous gases subside. Algae reappear and fungi disappear now. Third, under self-purification of natural waters, third recovery zone. In this zone, stabilization of organic matters takes place and BOD of water is reduced. Right? The contents of dissolved oxygen start rising up above 40% of saturation value. The bacterial load decreases as the food supply of bacteria diminishes. Sewage is oxidized and stabilized. Water becomes clear. Rate of deoxygenation becomes negligible compared to the rate of reaeration. Aerobic conditions are re-established after peak anaerobic. Under self-purification of natural waters, fourth zone is clear water zone. In this zone, the stream attains normal conditions as were prevailing before sewage was discharged into it. Water becomes clear, colorless, odorless, and free from turbidity. Game fish and green algae again reappear. The stream may regain a dissolved oxygen level of 100% saturated value. The self-purification of natural waters, the second bit is sources of getting oxygen are first rain, second surface level, and third waves. In this source, first rain. The rainwater or precipitation, when it falls on the natural waters, is mixed with such waters and then the saturated with oxygen with rainwater, and its addition to the natural waters results in the increase of oxygen content of natural waters. Second, surface level. The surface of natural waters is in contact with the atmosphere. This surface absorbs oxygen from the atmosphere and passes it to the body of natural waters. Third, waves. Some portion of air is absorbed by waves and eddies of natural waters. The diffusion and dispersion due to the movement of fish in water will also encourage absorption of oxygen from the atmosphere. Under self-purification of natural waters, the third point is actions involved in self-purification. First, dilution. Second, oxidation. Third, reduction. Fourth, sedimentation. And fifth, sunlight. Let us see first dilution. The objectionable organic matter of sewage is diluted by large volume of water and hence its intensity of causing nuisance is greatly reduced. Second, oxidation. The organic matter in sewage is oxidized by dissolved oxygen or DO in water. The deficiency of oxygen is filled up by atmospheric oxygen, action of wind, aeration, overfalls, etc. The process continues till the organic matter gets completely oxidized. The stream which is capable of absorbing more oxygen rapidly can purify heavily polluted sewage in a short time as compared to the stream which cannot absorb oxygen easily. Right? To prevent serious pollution of stream, it is essential to maintain the aerobic conditions and thus the amount of DO in the water becomes of vital importance. The DO content of the stream is controlled by various factors as temperature, re-aeration, BOD, etc. Third, reduction. The organic of sewage is reduced to the liquids and gases by the action of bacteria. Such reduction of organic matter assists the process of self-purification of natural waters. Fourth, sedimentation. The set-level solids are contained in sewage drop down to the bottom of natural waters and are thus easily separated. The sedimentation in this way purifies the natural waters to some extent. Fifth, sunlight. The sunlight has bleaching effects on bacteria and it helps contain microorganisms to absorb carbon dioxide and to give out oxygen. All such effects of sunlight tend to purify the natural waters. Hey, good morning. Under self-purification of water, graphical representation of DO and sag curve today we are going to learn. Here, when sewage is discharged into the natural waters, the oxygen demand by organic matter of sewage is satisfied. This is represented by deoxygenation curve. This is represented by the deoxygenation curve. The ordinates below the deoxygenation curve indicate the oxygen remaining in the natural waters after satisfying the demand of oxygen. As soon as deoxygenation takes place, the deficit of oxygen is filled up by the process of reaeration. That means reaeration process is very important. This is represented by reoxygenation curve. That means you understand that deoxygenation and second is reoxygenation curve, both are available in the same platform. The rate of reaeration depends on the deficiency developed by sewage. Ultimately, the rate of deoxygenation becomes equal to the rate of reoxygenation, and then the rate of reoxygenation increases and the natural waters become saturated with the dissolved oxygen content as before. Hey, hi. Please listen and watch very carefully. The self-purification of natural waters. Under this, we have to concentrate oxygen sac curve. Right? What we have? In your left side of this curve, this is dissolved oxygen content. Right? That is in y direction. In x direction, time of flow in days. Right? Now, we have three curves. First, that is deoxygenation curve. Right? Second curve, it is here. That is reoxygenation curve. First, we have to understand the deoxygenation curve. See, we have already seen that the definition of deoxygenation curve. When sewage is discharged into natural waters, that means your wastewater is get inside into the stream. At that time, oxygen demand by the organic matter of sewage is satisfied. That organic matter satisfying the oxygen demand, at that time we call deoxygenation curve. That means here this deoxygenation curve which satisfy the organic matter oxygen demand. That's why we call deoxygenation. That means your oxygen demand will be decreases into that particular stream due to the sewage. Second curve, that is reoxygenation curve. See here. As soon as deoxygenation takes place, the deficit of oxygen is filled up by the process of reaeration. That means when deoxygenation takes place, at the same time the deficit of oxygen is filled by the process of reaeration. That means reaeration gives a boost to the increase the oxygen demand and reoxygenation curve takes place here. That means here your curve is increasing format. Understand that. Reoxygenation, which is the process related with reaeration process. Right? Now, here, this is your oxygen sac curve. This is your maximum deficit. Maximum deficit, it is represented by this small d point is there. This small a is represented in a horizontal direction, small c, this is your deoxygenation, and this is b related with your reoxygenation curve, right? Here in a dissolved oxygen content, the marking is 0, 25, 50, 75, 100. It is up to you how to represent your self-purification of natural waters of oxygen sac curve. The above two curves can be combined and an oxygen sac curve or the oxygen deficit curve can be drawn as shown in figure, right? When the rate of deoxygenation is equal to the rate of reoxygenation, the critical point of maximum deficit is reached. Right now we have already seen in the figure. This point B is shown on the oxygen sac curve, and after this point is reached, the rate of reoxygenation rapidly increases. Where? See here. This is your point B. Here, in this point, the maximum deficit point is B. Now, here, reoxygenation is rapidly increases. The oxygen sac curve indicates the net oxygen balance, and the ordinates above the curve represent the balance of oxygen contained in the natural waters. The saturated DO content of natural waters is about 9.1 mg per liter at 20 degrees centigrade. But due to the presence of algae, organic matter, or rise in temperature of water, the initial DO concentration is about 8 mg per liter instead of 9.1 mg per liter. Thus, the initial DO deficit is 9.1 minus 8 is equal to 1.1 mg per liter. The reoxygenation of natural water is a continuous process. It is carried out by turbulence, diffusion, wind velocity, movement of fishes, etc. Now, you are very easily understand what is meant by sac curve in a natural water process by this graphical representation of DO. So please keep in your mind all this theory which is very applicable to the practical point of view. Thank you.